Peace. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. Getting right to it. There's been a lot of people getting in trouble for the PPP loans. They've been charged with misappropriation of funds and getting the funds under false pretense. The funds for the PPP loans are supposed to be for struggling businesses. To help people who have a business get their business off the ground and businesses that are struggling. Due to COVID-19, a lot of people has been out of work. They've been struggling to make their ends meet and suffice themselves and their families. I'm in New Jersey. I've seen families, elders who are out of work. I've seen people who lost their employment due to COVID-19, and they haven't gotten their unemployment benefits yet from 2020. I've seen elderly couples on News 12 who have not gotten their unemployment benefits yet. And the PPP loans should not be used to go on vacation. They should not be used to do anything besides what the PPP loans were intended to suffice you with your struggling business, or help you get on your feet. Even if you use it to get on your feet because you have absolutely no money, I wouldn't even blame you for that. But to use the PPP loans for sport and play is wrong. The governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, received $150,000 in a forgivable federal loan last year from the coronavirus relief initiative that Congress rushed into law in the early days of the pandemic. Records show Sky Blue women's soccer was among nearly 156,000 entities across the state that received a total of 13.7 billion in forgivable loans meant for struggling businesses and nonprofits. The National Women's Soccer League team, which has long been a money loser for the governor and his wife, was approved for $146,972. The money was approved under the Paycheck Protection Program, passed to inject money into the economy and encourage employers to keep their workers off unemployment as life ground to a halt and the shutdown caused businesses to hemorrhage money and jobs. Now, people are struggling to put food on the table, and I've seen people who lost their apartment, lost their vehicle, lost their homes, can't feed their children because they don't have employment. And the governor of the state of New Jersey used this PPP loan which is for a struggling business, and I don't think sport and play is a struggling business, to suffice to fund his soccer team, his women's soccer team. And not only that, people are going to jail for fraudulently using PPP loans, committing fraud. People are going to jail for this. And the governor took out a damn near $150,000 loan for sport and play when there's people out here without jobs, people out here who are barely making it. It hurt my heart to see the elderly couple on News 12 who lost their home because they couldn't pay their mortgage because their unemployment benefits didn't come in. So you're telling me you can process a PPP loan, which is a loan, before you can process people's unemployment benefits? Perhaps they should take the people from the PPP loan organization, agency, and hire them to process people's unemployment benefits so they can get their money and suffice their families. Because it's wrong for a governor to take out a loan for sport and play when people are struggling to put food on their tables and pay their bills. This is the people that we elect to govern over us. Well, you all, I don't vote. Now, it says, like almost every other team in the NWSL, Sky Blue saw its plans for the 2021 season dramatically altered due to the pandemic. Ed Nalbanian, vice chair and owner of the team, said in a statement, having just announced a new home arena, the team was unable to complete selling season's tickets. While the income abruptly dropped, the team did not lay off staff, did not furlough, and continued to pay salaries, housing, automobile leases, and rent while continuing to engage fans through social media. He said, the federal PPP program grant went through the same application and review process as every other applicant impacted by COVID-19. It may have gone through, but he had some privilege because he's the governor. They gave him some privilege because he's the governor, and they granted him. There's no way in this world he didn't have some type of influence on getting that loan because he's the governor. And sport and play is taking a front seat for people who really need that money. Sport and play. A soccer team over people who really need money for their struggling business, money to pay their rent, money to feed their children and themselves. Why doesn't government officials be held accountable more so than the citizens? It's like telling a citizen ignorance of the law is no excuse, but you don't say that to law enforcement. Why would you tell a citizen ignorance of the law is no excuse when a citizen may not even know the law, but you got law enforcement who's supposed to know the law? They're not held accountable. The citizens are. that's backwards as hell. And Governor Phil Murphy should be penalized, and he should be indicted for taking a loan for sport and play when there's people out here really need that money. This is The Enemy's Public. I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.